Hey guys, welcome back once again to HarleyDayRider, your good old friend HDR, out here in the HDR garage. As you see, I have the fairing all tore apart. That's because today I'll be doing an install. And what will I be installing today that I had to tear the fairing apart? That's pretty dramatic. Well, thanks to Custom Dynamics for working with HDR in the HDR garage. Today we're going to be installing the TrueBeam Road Glide LED headlamp. The TrueBeam Road Glide LED headlamp. This box is very heavy, and this thing is massive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking the stock headlights out. I'm going to take the stock headlight off the motorcycle, and it's only 4 bolts, guys. So I'm going to just take that off. I'll install the new one, and then basically we'll have a look at it afterwards. All there is to do, well, I'll show you the wiring because I do want to show you the install. That's part of, we like to do this stuff when we're working with Custom Dynamics, is to show how things actually wire up. So that's what we're going to be doing. And once I get it tore apart here, I'll show you how the new light actually places in there, and then we'll have a look at it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go out and take a nice night ride to show you because it is still wintertime. But I figured since I'm out here in the garage and I want to do some work on the bike today, we're going to go ahead and do this install. Again, thanks to Custom Dynamics for working with HarleyDayRider and the HDR garage. We're going to go ahead and start to dismantle that front light and get ready to install the new one. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, I had to bring you back in here just to show you. Removing these wires right here off of these little connectors right here was a real pain. So I watched Drew's video. If you don't know Drew, Touring Midwest, he's a very good self-made mechanic. But he said, oh, just put a screwdriver back there and pry it and they slide right off. But he didn't really show which way they slide, so I wanted to show you this. So this thing is actually slid onto this white piece. I don't know if you can see a little tab in there or not. Let me see if I can get the camera down there. A little closer. Maybe right there you can see it. Little tab. That's what this little white thing was hung up on right here. This thing right here. It was hung up on that tab. You got to pull this back away from that tab and then slide this thing forward and off of it. Okay. So that did take me a little bit of time to do that one. So, all right. So there's that part of that. So now what we got to do here is come in here. There's actually 4 different bolts for this headlight. There's 2 here, and there's 2 on the bottom that we're going to pull off. And it should release the headlight unit. Then we'll see what kind of wiring's behind there. And once we do that, we can start with mounting the new headlight. I'm going to wipe some of this up. There's a lot of dirt inside your fairing. If you've never taken your fairing apart, guys, take it apart once every, I don't know, 3 to 5 years and just clean everything in there. It's a lot of dust builds up in there. All right, I'm going to get back to work here. That was a bit of a chore. I'm glad I got like 2 days to do this project. It probably, in realistic, once you get everything apart, put the headlight in there and hook all the wiring back up, it's probably in realistic, probably maybe a couple-hour job total. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm a backyard mechanic, guys. I am not a mechanic, so some things I have to fuster with a little bit here. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to tear some of this down here and get the rest of this put together. All right, guys, as you can see, I got the old headlight out. It's right here. I guess it went like this. Kind of, yeah. So there's 4 bolts, very easy to get it out. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean this all up in here because, as I said, it's pretty dusty. Get a lot of dirt and debris in there, I guess, in the road. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start buttoning it all back together. It's just reverse of taking it apart. So I'm going to go ahead and start that right now and get the new headlight put in there. And I'll bring you back here as I'm moving along. All right, guys, well, got the headlight in with the help of my sister. She actually stopped down in the garage, so I put her to work. And we wanted to take a look before we buttoned everything back up and finished tightening everything in. So if we have a look now, you can see how bright that is. There's the right turn signal. You might be seeing left on your side, one or the other. There's the other turn signal. I don't know if the 4-ways, does it work with the 4-ways too? Cool, works with the 4-ways. Here's the high beam. Super bright LEDs. All right, I'm going to go ahead and button everything back up here and get the fairing back together. Shouldn't be too bad of a job, but so far so good. It really is not a hard job. Just like I said, mainly is getting all the bolts out, making sure everything's where they should be. So, all right, let's go ahead and get everything buttoned up together, and I'll say my goodbyes at the end here. Well, guys, as you can see, I have the whole front button back up. Took me a few tries. For some reason, the screws for the windshield just didn't line up. So take your time. I had to actually move it a couple different times to get everything to line up. But once it did, the fairing's back on, everything's buttoned back up. And I can tell you it looks really, really nice. Now, I do have the lights on in here for the video, but this will definitely give you an idea of what it looks like. All right, guys, so it's the True Beam Road Glide LED headlamp. And it does have the features of the auxiliary amber LED turn signals. It also has the integrated halos. The low beam draws 31.2 watts. The high beam draws 28.8 watts, which is interesting, right? It meets the acceptable dot specifications. It's 580 K color temperature, perfect match for the Dyna rings lights. It's a lighter weight light, and as most of all of Custom Dynamics, has a lifetime warranty. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I would have to say, if you're looking to light up the front of your bike, this is a worthwhile venture for you. And when you look at it, I know it's a little bit, pricey, but what price can you put on safety, right? It gives you extra turn signals in the front, if you can see here. Let's take a look, make sure everything's still running good. Yeah, it gives you extra turn signals around those halo headlights. There's the other side. Here's the four ways. So it does give you extra lighting there, and I'm just going to walk around there to make sure that everything is in fact running there for sure. Yep, the other side's running. So there you have it. Again, the high beams. Very nice lights. So we shut this off. I'm sure it's blinding you there with the camera. But again, thank you very much to Custom Dynamics for working with the HDR garage here in HarleyDayRider. Always supporting the shows. I definitely appreciate that. And guys, if you're looking for a light, man, you can't beat this. I mean, it's a great, great headlight. The install was easy. As I showed you, it's very, very simple, plug and play. You do have to do the DCM synchronization again, where you're turning the key on. You turn your four-way hazards on, you turn your key off. Allow your hazards to run for 3 to 4 minutes. Then you turn the key on, then you turn your hazards off, then you turn your key off. So very simple to do. It's just a DCM reset. It makes sure all the lights are synchronizing together. If you ever put new turn signals on your motorcycle and you turn them on, and the blinker on your control panel on the fairing or wherever your turn signal is, if it's really blinking rapidly, you have to do a DCM reset, and it'll fix it for sure. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I do appreciate it. If you enjoy this type of video, give me a big old thumbs up. Like I said, everything was pretty straightforward. Follow the directions. The directions from Custom Dynamics are always perfect and very easy to do. So until next time, remember, ride your own ride. Be safe out there. HarleyDayRider, be down and out in the beautiful HDR garage here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye for now, everybody.